Hey everybody, RJ here. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's good to be back. It's been a while since I've been here, so I want to do a video today talking about where I've been and reflecting on this past summer. By the way, preference. Sorry if I'm talking kind of weird today. I had to get a tooth pulled the other day, and it make alter my voice a little bit and um like my pronunciation. So I'm sorry in advance about that. Also, Cece says hi. But anyway, let's get to the video. You know, this summer has been one of the most hardest yet gratifying summers I've had in a long time. And part of the reason is because of my osteoporosis. And I don't like blaming things on myself, but I do it all the time. Unfortunately, I always blame myself for doing everything wrong, and I've done this since I was probably like a mid to late teenager. But I did injure my knee. I had my kneecap dislocated due to a bat fall. I'm better now, by the way, which is great news. Doing way better than I was before, fortunately. But there's been some adverse effects, not physically, but socially and psychologically. One of the biggest things is I lost friends due to that. Really unfortunate, but that just showed me that the people who I thought were my friends are not, and it hurt a lot, you know. And my advice to you guys is, if you have a situation where you lose a friend, you lose people who you thought could trust in you, there's always someone else who's going to be there and say, hey, I'm here for you. And it's taught me a lot of strength to just keep going. And you guys saw me in those shorts in early January. I was doing the walking videos, the running videos, um, and now it's just like things have gone downhill, unfortunately, for my health. And the best thing I could do is just put one foot in front of the other and keep going. So I just want to talk about that and say that, if you're having a rough time, someone's there for you. And no matter how hard it's going to be, no matter how bad of a season, how bad of a month, I've learned that you got to get through it with the people who actually give a shit about you. The people who actually care. I'm sorry for my language, but the people who actually care are the ones you need to keep around. It's just something I really believe in, is that those who actually do care do care. And the ones who pretend like they care are the ones who are going to turn your back on you and show their true colors. And that's what I realized. I haven't lost a lot of good friends, fortunately, but it just hurt. So if you have people who you believe that aren't your real friends and they turn their back on you, don't don't invite them back into your life, because all they're going to do is manipulate you again and again and again. So, not only that, but another thing that's happened, obviously, as you guys can see, I'm in a new house now. I couldn't help my parents move at all. Yes, I'm still with my parents, unfortunately. But I couldn't help them move at all. I felt really guilty about it. I was like, you know what? I can help you guys. If you guys need help, I'm here. And they're like, no, 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 don't worry about it. I felt really guilty about that. And I shouldn't have, because I wanted to help. I was trying to help, but because of my knee, I was hurting myself more than I thought I was, and I wasn't listening to my body. So that's another thing too, is that if you feel guilty about something that's not in your control, that you didn't do wrong, and you know what, in a way, I kind of did hurt my own knee in a way. So, but if you feel like it's your fault every time you've done something, even if you haven't, my advice is just to look at what the problem really is and to see if you had anything to do with it. Because I overthink a lot. It's one of my biggest bad habits, is I overthink so much that sometimes the overthinking leads to me losing people. And that's my biggest fear, is losing people due to my personality. And it's happened before, and I just blame myself all the time. I've lost friends because they think I'm weird. I've lost friends because don't they see me just for my disability. It's sad. But you know what? Screw them. At least I have people in my life who do care. And if you've seen this video and you know who you are, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I can't say how much it means to me, because it's a lot. And I just want to say thank you. And I really appreciate it, and I love that. So thank you. Another thing that happened recently is I lost my grandfather a few months ago. And I lost a friend of mine that was really close to me. So it's just been a really rough summer. But it's also been one of the more gratifying summers because of what I did to better it, even if it was only a little bit. And one of the things I do is I stream on Twitch. I'll put the description below if you guys want to see that. I don't stream very much. If it's anything, it's 2 or 3 times a week. Streaming takes a lot out of me because I feel like I'm always going to disappoint somebody if I say one thing that's unpopular or one thing that's wrong. But the community I have is so nice. They're so understanding. And if you know, you know, and I thank you so much for being there. And I love you guys so much. There's way too many people to thank for all of this. But I do want to thank one community who's been there for me on the YouTube side, probably since my best friend passed away, and that is the Pete McDevitt community. If you guys don't know who he is awesome guy. I highly recommend checking out his channel. I'll also put his channel in the description. He does sports broadcasts. He does Disney interviews. He does chaotics. He is such a nice guy. Check out Pete. He's awesome. Great community. I made a lot of good friends on there. And yeah, so that's all I really got to say today, guys. I want to go on one more point, though. As you guys know, it is the season for back to school. A lot of kids are going back to school. A lot of college kids are going to school. And this is my message for you. Because I've had a lot of people who have told me, hey, RJ, I'm going back to school. You know, it's hard. You know, and I'm like, I know, bud. And I know, friend. And I'm like, you know what? The best thing you could do is just to look at it as I can do this. And if I have a bad day, hey, that's okay. I feel like a lot of schools, are scary for a lot of people, especially if you're going in as a new student, and especially if you're going back and you have, people that are bullies, teachers that aren't supportive. I feel like there needs to be more of that supporting environment for schools, because I've had friends who tell me that it's been just a rough day because of so much stuff going on, and students like my nephews and students like my friends, they have a hard day and they really don't want to go back because the freedom they have at home and the freedom they have with their friends is just so awesome. They don't have to worry about all these deadlines, all these homeworks. And that's why I kind of want to be an inspirational figure still, is because I want to teach kids that you shouldn't have to do homework on the weekends all the time, or you shouldn't have to have these big, scary deadlines every single week. I believe that you should have interactive and fun learning while still getting across what's important for your student. So for all the kids going back to school, I wish you nothing but good luck. I know you can do it. I believe in each and every one of you, and you guys are awesome. Because I remember being in school. I remember how hard it was the first day. Even just going to school was hard for me. Waking up late, you guys know. Going to bed late, waking up late. I did all the time. But now it's like, I understand why kids do not like school. Some love it, but some don't like it. So that's what I have to say, guys. Thank you so much for being awesome. Thank you for supporting me. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, take care.